Hello, everybody. This is Card Guy Chris Ellis,
With Electrical Chris.
and we're here to talk to you about.
Our predictions are for the standings for the AL and NL divisions, as tomorrow is opening day for the MLB season. Baseball is finally back past the Tokyo series. So with all the discussions, all the free agency, all the spring training, so many injuries, and yet who will be on top of the divisions as well as gaining a wild card spot? So just want to do division. Just want to do league divisions.
Yep.
And go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
All right. So starting off with the AL.
You mean 5?
Oh yeah, 5. God dang.
There's 30 teams.
The 30 teams, yeah.
Until expansion.
Yeah. Till expansion. It's alright. I can fix this later.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's all good.
with the AL East being on the top of the division, this division is going to be bad pitching wise. But it's got to come down to who has the hitting team and who has the best bullpen. And to me, that's still going to be the returning AL champs. I'm still going to have the Yankees as my number 1 team in the AL.
Yeah, I have to agree right now with the Yankees. So, yeah.
Team number 2, honestly, with the way they've been consistent and been consistently good, I'm going with the Rays as my number 2 team. And they will be one of the teams with the wild card for me.
Okay. I'm going to go with Baltimore as number 2.
Okay.
Though I'll decide who my wild cards are once.
And once we get done with that? Okay. Team number 3, I'll put the Orioles at number 3, actually. For me.
I am going to put the Red Sox at number 3. Number 3 and 4 could probably interchange, but
Well, my number 4 is going to be the Blue Jays, actually.
yeah, I agree with that. Blue Jays is definitely a 4th. They could definitely, I think, they got some good uniqueness.
And so you think that the Rays will be dead last
Yep.
in this one?
Just because their stadium is right now destroyed, and I don't even know where they're playing.
Fair.
So,
But, I mean, just the way that they have pieces to help out with the staff, bullpen, as well as...
yeah, they got some good pieces. I mean, the Rays could easily... The Rays, remember that one year I picked them to be first, and they were first for almost the whole year.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, the Rays definitely have a chance. I mean, there's nothing, So, we're going to go to the Central now?
Yeah, AL Central. 1 and 2 will be interchangeable, but I'm going to go with the better, complete team. I'm going with the Tigers. I went in the Central.
I think there's a lot of people's choices right there. I am going to go with the Guardians. Sorry, Cleveland fans. I'm going with the Guardians.
Cleveland fans miss the Indians. Let's be real.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't see the Guardians as my number 2. My number 2 is actually the Royals.
Yeah. I think the Royals and Tigers are going to be definitely. Yeah, I'm going Royals number 2.
Okay.
The Tigers, I think there's some more offensive help they need. Gleyber Torres was a good sign, really, for them.
Yeah, so especially batting-wise, that's the one person that I'm surprised the Yankees let go. To be honest, that still hurts me, but it's
my
be,
third, right?
Yeah, my third is the Guardians.
My third, yeah.
And your third is got to be the Tigers.
Yep.
Yeah, number 4, even though they've been doing well the past few years, I just think with them lacking in bullpen and pitching is just going to kill them. I'm going to say the Twins right now.
Yeah.
And sadly, in last place...
the White Sox, if they're above 5th, I'd be surprised. It would be a good year if they're above 5th. I think they're going to be one of the dead last teams in baseball. They'll probably have the first pick next year.
I do agree with that. It's just that they need to rebuild and rebuild quickly.
Yep.
All right, AL West.
Texas.
Now you're going with the Rangers.
Yep.
And the Rangers will be coming back. I got the Rangers as my number 1 team as well.
Yep. I think with DeGrom healthy, I think with the addition of Jake Berger, I think with just their offense and Kuma Rocker, we hopefully will see a lot of him good this year. So yeah, I got it.
And I do agree with all that. My number 2, surprisingly, is going to be the Mariners. I just think that they always been so consistent. They've basically kept the same style of team, and that just builds team trust and team chemistry. So the Mariners will do well.
I agree. I think I agree with you on that one. Mariners, I think, will we'll definitely get there.
No, my number 3 team is going to stun everybody because I just think they got so much more to ride on, and they will not have their actual stadium in a few years. I'm going with the A's as my number 3 team.
Yes, they will be playing in the minor league stadium, so it's going to be definitely going to be a good thing. But I'm going to surprise people. I'm going to go with the Angels. I like a lot of their moves that they made. Pretty much have Atlanta Braves West Coast with Denard and Soler. They got Anderson there. They got Jensen there. So I think they made a lot of good moves. So I'm going Angels 3.
I do agree with that, and that's why I got them as my number 4 team. It's just that I think with the youth and the spark plugs they have with the A's, I just think it will help them out more in that band lineup, and that's why I got the Angels at number 4. They will do good, better than last year, but I still think that they still lack on pitching.
Oh yeah, I'm going with the A's in 4th.
Oh wow! So we basically just flipped. That means I assume that we both say the Astros at 5th.
Yep.
Wow. I did not expect that from you, to be honest.
Yep, I'm going Astros in 5th just due to the fact that pitching staff, they're going to have Altuve in left field.
They lost Tucker.
Yeah.
They lost Bregman. They lost a lot of key components. Abreu is still with them, right?
I think he's gone.
Okay.
I think, but they still got Yonder, but basically he's a DH. He's a liability in left field. So, I mean.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to say my wild cards are going to come from the Central. I got the Royals and Tigers making the wild cards, so they'll both come out of the.
Okay, so both teams there. My wild cards, of course, the first one I said the Rays. The second one I'm going to give it to the Royals.
Okay.
All right. So I assume we are going to talk about the NL East.
Yep.
We're going to talk about the NL East now, and team number 1 for me should be no shocker. I am going with the returning healthy people and the veteran pitching staff of the Atlanta Braves.
Yep. You do know that Stryker won't be joining them until later.
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
I was talking about Acuna.
Yeah. We're all happy. Albies will be back. Albies is back. Riley's healthy.
Olsen is going to have a comeback year.
Yep. And Murphy, and you got Profar playing left field.
Who was a great pickup by the Atlanta Braves.
But I'm going to shock some people here. I'm going to go with the Phillies number 1. They just got a veteran staff, and they still got. I know it hurts. I know. Who's your number 2?
My number 2 is going to shock everybody. I'm going with the Nationals.
Wow.
As
they got a good
number
team.
2.
They got a good team.
So
they got a good young team.
So the one thing that I will say is their bullpen. Their bullpen that has declined, but their pitching staff with the rotation is very dynamic, and they can go one or the other. And if someone needs an extended rest, someone can pick it up. They got youth and experience.
Yep.
And the excitement of Wood and Cruz in the outfield is gonna bring a lot of excitement. So as long as those two stay healthy, Abrams continues to develop.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a complete team.
No, I mean they got Josh Bell back.
Yep.
That's a power hitter right there. Could play first or DH. I mean switch hitter. So if he has if he has a normal Josh Bell year, that will be up there too.
Like the 30 home run, 90 RBI.
Yep.
Bell, yeah.
I am going with the Braves in second.
Okay.
Who's your third place team?
My third place team, as much as I do not want to say this, is the Mets.
The Mets.
The Mets. Yes, Juan Soto is one of the best hitters in baseball. They got Alonso back. Clay Holmes moving to a starting pitcher is a mistake in my opinion. He's better known as a closer. Now there have been great closers that turned starting pitchers and had a good career. Not knocking on it, but as a Yankee fan, watching Clay Holmes, he is better in relief.
Yeah. Yeah.
I question the Mets.
I think that's why he signed it with the Mets was to become a starter.
Yeah, and I just don't think he has the longevity.
The innings is going to get the innings is what's going to get him.
So it's been questionable to me, and the fact that they did another big contract on a new toy, and they haven't finished paying off one other toy.
Yep.
So but regardless, they got the youth, they got the experience, and they got the bats of Lindor, Soto, Alonso, Nemo. So
they got Acuna's brother.
Oh yeah.
So that's probably going to be up there. And they got some other good pieces that they can deal with. I mean, maybe Diaz won't get hurt.
Yeah.
So that would be an extra help. I agree with you. I think the number 3rd team is the Mets. Basically, it could be the division could be those 3 teams right there. Could be in the top 3 order.
Yeah.
When they got Soto, that helped. I mean, he's going to take pitches. He's going to make the pitcher work. That's why you want out of a good hitter. I mean, he is a good
100%.
hitter. So, who's your 4th?
My 4th is the Marlins, and this is why. This is why the Marlins. Yes, they have released a lot of good key at bats, but at the same time, they have used their farm system too. The farm system, the last 2 years, are entering in their semi-pros. They have been in the league for a minute. They should understand how the league works, and with a good new coach behind them.
Yeah, I agree. The Marlins, Marlins are going to be Marlins and the Nationals in a couple of years are going to be really, really scary.
Yeah, but they're not going to hit 500. But I believe that they will take some wins from some big teams this year, including the Dodgers.
Mm-hmm. I think the Nationals are going to be the 4th best team. The only, the NL East is going to be a dogfight in the next couple of years.
100%.
I think they'll be the best division in baseball.
Oh, 100%.
I just like the key piece of the Nationals. I mean, they could easily be 3rd. If that's the case, they'll be fighting for 2nd. I don't know if they'll be good enough. They still need a little bit more a veteran, pitching maybe or something like that. But other than that, I mean, Nationals are definitely there. Who's your
Well, yeah, my 5th pick is the Phillies. Now
they're going to jump off the face of the earth, huh?
After seeing spring training, I just was not impressed. I mean, yeah, spring training, it doesn't matter, but a lot of their key players were just not hitting the ball like they should. They were struggling with an inter-division teams.
Mm-hmm.
They even struggled against the Marlins, and they barely escaped. So I just think that right now the Phillies are still kind of loose, and they're not tightened. Once they tighten up, then they'll be great, but I have a bad feeling that there's got to be some bad injuries coming because, yeah, Harper's fine. He's not who I'm worried about. I'm worried about Brandon Marsh. I'm worried about Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, I can see where that's a lot of offense right there.
Exactly.
Especially last year, Braun didn't hit a lot of home runs, but he had a lot of RBIs. And he was,
and Braun was key in last year's improvement, and he did well. But in clutch situations, the 2 people that were more clutch last year, it wasn't Braun, it was Harper and Schwarber. Yeah. So, Braun did amazing. It's just that I don't think he can carry it to this year. I hate saying it, but I just have a bad feeling that there's going to be some bad injuries coming.
Yeah, well, I got the Marlins in 5th. Not saying that they're going to be an awful bad team. I mean, even if they're in 5th place, they're gonna make some moves. They got some good pieces and everything. So they're going to be improving. The Marlins and Nationals are going to move up on that East board pretty soon.
Oh, 100%.
Okay, we're going to the Central.
Central, yes. First place, the returning Central champs. I'm going with the Brewers.
Oh,
Even though they lost their closer, they have a new one, and they have not missed a beat when it came to veteran and rookies. And the rookies from last year is going to continue to develop. I don't see Cheerio and Frelick having a bad sophomore slumps. I see Frelick actually exceeding expectations.
and then maybe Garrett Mitchell can finally get his bat working.
Oh, yes, 100%.
That would be an awesome.
It's going to be a freaky team.
Yeah.
But they got Contreras.
And they got Hoskins too.
Oh yeah, and but the fact that Contreras, he's the heart and soul of that team, and it shows and improved it last year. And Yelich, a healthy Yelich is scarier than any other person in the whole National League compared to Shohei, in my opinion. I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
Yelich is a scary guy if he's healthy.
Yes. And I just think it's. I mean, my second place team will still make it to the playoffs, but the Brewers is still the king in that division.
Yeah. I'm going to shock some people here, but I'm picking this team because of their manager. I'm picking the Cincinnati Reds because of good old Terry.
Good old Francona. Francona's the manager of the Reds.
Yes.
Oh crap!
Yep, that's why.
That's scary.
Yes.
You know what's scarier? They picked up a good bag for cleanup in Austin Hayes. Yeah. Everyone doubts Hayes for being a short guy, but guess what? Who else is short in the freaking league? Altuve, Brian Reynolds.
Yeah.
And Hayes can hit bombs. And him in cleanup with Ellie still leading off.
Yeah,
they might have lost.
They
got Stevenson. They might have lost India, but you know what?
Yeah, I think that's going to be a loss. I think it's a loss, but I don't like it. I think it's going to be more helpful to have him in Kansas City than it is where, because basically they didn't know where to put him anymore.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, that doesn't shock me. It doesn't shock me. But my number 2 place team has the better pitching and bullpen over the Reds.
Okay, I can.
And has the most excitement. And I'm not just talking about a certain rookie card either. I'm talking about the real deal. I'm going with the Pirates as my number 2.
Oh.
They still got the experience of McCutcheon, who is the soul of that team.
Yep.
They still got Reynolds, who has experience. They got the youth pitching staff, but they also improved on their bullpen with their setup man. As long as their closure can literally close out games, the team's complete. They just need to execute it.
Yeah, hopefully Brian Hayes can improve.
Keep Ryan Hayes and O'Neal Cruz.
Yep. O'Neal Cruz definitely is to have a good season. I am going to go number 2. I'm going with the Brewers.
Okay. I
think the Brewers are just the same thing you said about them. They got good young players and everything. So I'm gonna stay with the Brewers. Who you got as number 3?
My number 3, I'm going with the Reds. Mm-hmm. And I'm not knocking on Francona. Mm-hmm. I'm not knocking on that team. It's just that I just think that their bullpen has given them more trouble. They did improve on it on their long reliever, who was a former starting pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
So they will have that pitcher in times of jams. I still think the Reds still need improvement on a power bat. Yes, they got people that can hit home runs, but they don't have that power bat.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I think you do need at least 1 to 2 per lineup, because if you just have guys that hit contact, I mean, yeah, it can work a money ball for the A's, but what else can you get?
Yeah. I'm going with the Cubs.
Wow.
I think Peter Crow Armstrong is going to have a great year. Dansby Swanson might have a comeback year in there. I think you got Steele as a pitcher. You got Imagata. You got Cubs. They'll fight for that. So I'm going Chicago.
Well, unfortunately, I got the Cubs at my 4th. Crow Armstrong will do well, and he will throw some bombs, but the one thing I'm more concerned with is their pitching.
Yeah.
They got one great pitcher.
Yeah.
You need consistency, and unfortunately, the other starters, I don't see consistency. Like, Still had a rough year last year, but he'll bounce back.
Yeah, I think still will be fine.
Yeah.
I'm going the Pirates 4th.
Okay. That kind of surprises me a little bit, but
Yeah.
I can understand why with this list. I do.
Yep.
But at least we both agree with number 5.
Yep, the Cards. They're going to be fighting with the White Sox, I think, for the.
With the worst record?
Well, maybe another team. But.
It ain't the Rockies.
Yeah. But.
It ain't the Rockies. I'm just saying.
All right.
But NL West.
I know who my top 2 teams are from there. That's easy.
I know my top 2 teams too. And
Number 3 will be close behind them. Not.
I think I know who you're talking about too. But I hate to say this too. Dodgers at 1.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
The returning champions. Shohei coming back for pitching. They got in more pitchers. They got in their veteran ace coming back for another year. Probably wants to win one more. That way he can solidify himself as the greatest Dodgers pitcher in history.
Kershaw.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
He won't be pitching that much either, if you think about it.
No, he's
might-
a 6-man pitcher. So he will literally be there to give someone a break.
Or do some relief.
Honestly, him closing would be funny.
Oh, that'd be great.
I would like that, actually.
I think he actually closed in a playoff game.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did.
So
If they move him to a closing pitcher, I think it would be cool. And honestly, MLB The Show should make a card of that if he does.
Yep. Oh, they would. You
Yeah.
know that.
In my number 2, I'm going to go with my 2 guys on the same team. The team that improved their pitching, got that veteran pitcher, got competitive pitchers, and also increased their bullpen. I'm going with the Diamondbacks at number 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with you on that one. You all right?
Why can't I spell right now? Diamondbacks.
You could just put ARI.
I could just, yeah. Or I could have just said D-backs.
Yep, you can do that too.
Then let me guess, number 3, you got the Padres.
No.
Really? Okay. Then both me and you might be on the same track.
I got the Giants.
Yeah.
At number 3.
Okay. Cool.
4 and 3 will be battling for 3rd.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm going to surprise everyone because this team will
Hey,
finally kick off. I'm going with the Rockies at number 4.
wow. If Zach Veen comes up, man, I will be freaking ecstatic.
Well, here's the thing. They might have lost their heart and soul in Charlie Blackmon, but at the same time, if Nolan Jones comes back and it hits the way he did his rookie year, as long as Tovar keeps on doing what he's doing defensively, that the team has talent. And yes, Coors Field is just bad when it comes to batting, especially power bats like the Dodgers. But at the same time, the Rockies, their time's coming. It's slowly and steady, but their time is coming.
I'm picking the Padres.
Padres.
I just like their pitching. I think that's why them and the Giants got good pitching, where they're going to battle for that 3rd, 4th spot.
The only thing I'm worried about the Padres is that their best player is aging, and it showed in spring training. Machado was slow.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it's going to happen.
Yeah,
And he's in his 30s now, so, I mean.
Yeah, if they can move Machado to...
He's not going to be as power hitter as much, but if he can become more of just hit the ball,
Yeah.
he can become a batting average type guy.
Then he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But
It's still field. I mean.
Because, they don't have Snell anymore. They got Cease, but who else? I'm sorry.
Darvish.
They still got you?
Yep. Still got you.
Okay. But you is also increasing in age.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, you's been there.
he lost his speed, last year, 2 years ago. And he had to do more of his breaking stuff.
No, I mean,
So,
that happens too.
Yeah,
CC
it does.
Sabathia had to do the same thing.
Yeah. But at least CC has a World Series. But
Yeah, that's true. But I'd say Colorado just in last, just due to the youth once they get
Youth, okay.
the final, they'll be there. So I got Braves as a wild card, and wow,
Yeah.
I gotta say Arizona. I think Arizona is just one of those teams that just does what it needs to do.
Well, I agree with Arizona. And my second wild card is going to be the Pirates.
No,
Alright. Alright.
who you got winning?
Oh, shoot. Like, World Series prediction?
Yeah,
Oh, God. You know what? I'm going to agree with the people on First Take this morning. I'm going to say Dodgers versus Rangers.
wow.
I got Dodgers versus Rangers in the World Series. And
That would
Dodgers will have the better record, so it'll be at home.
Yeah.
They'll be at home, so Rangers in 7.
That would be a homecoming for Clayton there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who I have. I will take. I'm going to take Braves versus.
You have Yankees.
Royals.
Oh, you're going with a Walker team. That will be a.
I'm going Braves Royals.
And that'll be a winner.
That'd be, yeah. Winner, I'm going to go with Braves in 6. I think that'd be a good series.
That will be an outstanding series. Oh my God. All right. All right. And before we go, just a few mentions about a few things. Congratulations to Mr. Russell Wilson to signing a 1-year deal with the New York Giants. Pittsburgh, I don't know what the heck you're doing. Congratulations to Mr. Stephon Diggs for signing a 3-year deal with the same team. Well, not the same team. He went to the Patriots, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, the Patriots are for a 3-year deal, $65 million. So I target for Mr. Drake May. Yay. And congratulations to a tag team with one guy in that tag team that should have been in the Hall of Fame a long time ago. The Natural Disasters, Mr. Tsunami, Tugboat, Shockmaster, all the above, and Earthquake himself, Mr. Rotunda.
No, Earthquake was I forgot his name.
Dang.
But yeah, he passed away. So
Yeah, he passed away.
Tug will be the one.
Yeah, Tug will accept it on behalf of the team. But just a powerhouse team. I mean, 2 big boys.
Yep.
A Splash and then the Earthquake. I mean, just a massive team. Like you would need to like hold on your own to face those 2 guys for sure. So congratulations to them. If y'all are keeping track of WWE right now, you already know the Hills, Cena. You already know about the whole storyline. We now have Punk, Reigns, and Rollins in a triple threat match. Probably the winner is going to face the world champion after that. So we'll see how that goes.
Yep. Yep, you got. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. How that whole thing goes down.
Oh yeah. So we'll keep you updated on everything, and we're also gonna be on the lookout for some rookies that y'all should be looking for the upcoming year. Remember, Topps High Number Heritage dropped today on March 26th. Try and get you some blasters so you can get yourself a hobby. They're gonna be anywhere from $200 to $250 a pop. So just be mindful of that and be sure to go and get yourself some boxes before time lasts. And always remember to always check on Google to see if there's got to be any car shows in your local area or within a decent time. Driving time for you. If you're around the Mississippi, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia, Florida area, remember the New Orleans show has now been canceled from being on the turf. They're going to try and do it at the Smoothie King Center, the Pelicans Stadium. They're trying to finalize the deal, so be on the lookout for those dates now. It's no longer the 4th through the 6th. Those in Mississippi or near Mississippi, the Biloxi show on May 17th in the Coliseum, as well as the now D'Iberville Part 2 show at the D'Iberville Community Center on June 7th. Be on the lookout, guys.
All right. Well, I got nothing to add.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. It's Car Guy Chris Ellis.
Book Collective Chris.
And we'll be talking to you later. Bye.